Kal Halal Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Rakal Kodash Barak the Yahweh Barak the Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom.
Double honor to the elders of GMS, Great Millstone.
Khan.
Shalom to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Greetings. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. You see that? Confused noise, gunshot sound, sword sound, so on and so forth. Shot up, blood, so on and so forth. Stab wounds, garments getting rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. World War III, the third woe cometh quickly, as is the book of Revelation written about. It's coming quickly. It's going to be with burning and fuel of fire. What's going to cause that? Them ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. When World War III goes nuclear. And of course, you know, when Yahweh Shai comes back, all the holy angels, it's going to be more fire. Revelation 11 verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third world war cometh quickly. The second woe. Fine woe.
Whoa.
Great sorrow or distress. It says often used hyperbolically. In this sense, it's not used hyperbolically. For those who don't know, hyperbolically means to speak or write in a way that exaggerates or over-exaggerates the truth. And this, Slaki said, overstates the truth. In this sense, it's not going to be over-exaggerating or overstating. It's going to be true. The dreadful day of Yahweh is near. It cometh, is upon all the nations. As in the scripture saith. Brother got something here.
This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So in that short time, that's the time that he has to fulfill his role in this captivity and in his role with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his draconian laws and other laws that they make against us to continue to steal and to rob us.
And in that short time, he spring it out.
And also in that short time, that's the time that they have allowed to continue their madness and to continue their wickedness. Because when Yahweh Shai comes back, that's when an end is going to get put to this captivity and an end to Esau once and for all, as far as Esau in rulership.
So he has that short time before he gets put down. And in that short time, what has he done? Isaiah chapter 54 verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Was the smith the scientist? What does the smith do? He builds things. He forges things. What did the scientists forge? They forged the ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. They forged the waster to destroy. They did forth the work of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. The way of man is not in himself. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 23. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is in man that walketh. It's like it is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So it was not in these scientists' will that walketh in their steps. It was the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. They fulfilled the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Man's goings are of the Lord. Man's goings are of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Proverbs 20 verse 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. How could a man then understand his own way? The smiths, them scientists, whether they want to do it or not, that was what they was meant to do. And that was the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Proverbs 21 verse 1. The king's mind, his heart going to the mind in the Hebrew, heart there is love. The king's mind is in the hand of Yahweh. The king's mind is in the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Same thing with everybody else, even the smiths, those scientists, me and you. Our minds is in the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. There is no such thing as free will.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. So seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai now while there's time, while you can. Forsake the wicked ways and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Return unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Before this waste that is to destroy comes, and you perish in the day of vengeance. You perish in your security. As so the scriptures talk about. As it is written. Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tyrant to turn to the Lord. Let the wicked forsake his way. The wicked who? The wicked Israelites, because other nations cannot return to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is only for Israel. Yahweh Shai spoke about go not into the way of the Gentiles, and the city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yahweh Shai spoke about that. In Psalms, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes, his judgments to Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Now they're about to know the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, these other nations, when that waste to come to destroy, and Yahweh Shai come back with all the holy angels. Make no tyrant to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For certainly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. Perish in the day of vengeance, when that waste to come to destroy. You're going to have other vengeances come, but the day of the Lord is dreadful. Is upon his indignation upon all nations. Because you know you got spirits created for vengeance. Book of Sirach. Then you got you got spirits created for vengeance. Book of Sirach. Jeremiah chapter 30 verses 6 and 7. Jacob's trouble. Last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That was Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Don't forget to read verse 6. In Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7, Jacob's trouble is going to lead up to the crescendo of it, World War III going nuclear, and read down to the 12 verse 1 is a precept for that. Michael's going to come back with Yahweh Shai, and they're going to deliver the elect. Isaiah chapter 34 verses. You got precept, brother?
Yes.
Come on, go ahead.
Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So when it talks about the indignation of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, number one on the list is Edom. The last sentence of Malachi 1 and 4, the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
God, who do you think them people is? The Psalm 83rd chapter, who's the first enemy listed? The Tabernacles of Edom. Even in the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, it talked about Esau. In the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it states, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. See, notably, Isaiah 34 verse 5. Then it has a 63 verse 1. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from, says God, Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. She was not given any promise of mercy from Yahweh. So who does he have indignation against forever is the Edomites, the so-called white man. You will have Israelites that will look like so-called white people, but they will go back to Israel through the seed of the Father. The seed is what? The sperma of the Father, the sperm from the Father. They will go back to one of the 12 tribes by blood, no matter what they look like, because you will have Israelites that will look like the other nations. Pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 12 verses 9, the speckled blood Israelites, and the birds round about and the beasts round about are the other nations. We truly got devoured by these other nations, went into captivity. But read Revelation chapter 13 verse 10, he that leadeth from the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. He that leadeth from the slavery must go into slavery. So now you know why all these other nations go into slavery. The men, the women, the children. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Modern day sword is the gun. Got a lot of other weapons though. Esau's even found a way to weaponize the weather. You might think, well, that child's innocent. Go to the book of Job. Remember, I pray thee, who will perish being innocent, or where will the righteous cut off? Is that child that's going to captivity truly innocent? No, the answer is no. There is such a thing as reincarnation. It is biblical. When Yahweh Shai spoke about, who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And there was people who was in one of them that came up was Jeremiah the prophet, or one of the other prophets. So why would the people think Yahweh Shai was a dead man? Because Jeremiah at that time had already died. They knew about reincarnation in the ancient world. They knew Jeremiah had to come back. They just didn't know when. And as is written about in the Apocrypha, there is no remembrance of former things. There is no remembrance of former things. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. There is no remembrance of former lives. So Jeremiah, when he came back, he wouldn't have known he was Jeremiah. People knew about reincarnation. Reincarnation is biblical. Alright, Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies, their militaries. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their sting shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, as a falling from the fig tree, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. So the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, mushroom clouds from ICBMs. You see Isaiah 34 talks about this and other places in the scriptures. Go to Isaiah 14. Babylon. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this parable, Proverbs Salakia, against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. What is the golden city? America, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour, as the scriptures talk about in the book of Revelation, with ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. And when Yahweh shall come back with all the holy angels, destroyed. It's not just going to be the missiles alone. Yahweh shall is coming back with all the holy angels to bring more destruction and devastation. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15 and 16. Multiple precepts. For precept must be upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. As is written about in Isaiah, it's not just Hebrew hopscotch. It's correct to do that. Precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. It's scriptural to do that. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. Who is coming back? Yahweh is going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, back. Yahweh Shai is coming in the name of his Father, as he did before. And this time he's coming to what? Judge and make war, as is written about in Revelation 15. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Through thy precepts I gain understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law, as is written about Psalm chapter 119. Alright, verse 16, wrote a plea. It's not going to be no peace agreements.
Strong's H, 8199. Shafat.
The danger signal. Danger coming for Esau, truly, boy. All right.
Strong. Strong.
All right, muted notification thing.
Strong's H 8199. Shaphat. Shaphat.
To judge, govern, punish. Judging somebody, govern somebody to put them to death. What is fire and swords used for? It's not used for healing. Used to bring punishments. It's going to be punishments upon the people. Yahweh already spoke about that. He come in his father's name the last time he came. He's coming back in his father's name. He's about his father's business. He already spoke about that. Psalm chapter 119, verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Precepts. Verse 105, nah, which is none in here. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Open mine eyes. That one. Psalms chapter 119, verse 18. Open now mine eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Meditate on these precepts day and night. Psalm chapter 1, verse 2. But his light is in the law of Yahweh, and his law doth he meditate day and night. Go ahead, brother.
So Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's what's going on right now. They are calling the evil good and the good evil. And in the midst of all of that, we can't let ourselves get lost into what the propaganda is, because we have to stay focused from hindrances and stay focused from distractions, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has us in a different direction, because we're waiting on Yahweh Shai, not a president or a government to save us. We're waiting for Yahweh Shai to save us.
Sure. Redeem the time because the days are evil. Look that up. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Evil. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16.
Strong's G 4190. Paneras. Paneras.
Causing pain and trouble, pressed and harassed by labors, full of labors, annoyances. Evil. Evil annoyances out here. Evil stuff that will distract you. Trying to get it, and it auto-corrected to Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. It wasn't spoken originally about America, but it can be applied to America. So this was not originally talking about America, but it can be applied to America. America's power, their God was never Yahweh but Shem Yoshai. And it never will be. As you see, there's no Zephaniah 5. So looking for Ephesians 5, auto-corrected to Zephaniah. But Zephaniah only has 3 chapters. Verse 1, it wasn't originally talking about America, but it can be applied to America, the polluted and oppressing city, which lines up with Micah 2 and 10. Get the spelling out. Yeah, Polluted Bible wants you to type in perfectly. Micah 2 and 10. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, it is polluted. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. This place is polluted, it will destroy you even with the sword destruction. America. This is talking about America. The other places about captivity will do that as well. It will destroy you. It is polluted. America is the biggest captivity, the main captivity on the planet Earth. And it's also going to be the main piece of deliverance, the greatest deliverance in the history of mankind that has ever been. Arise ye and depart spiritually. Return to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Let the wicked forsake his way. This place is not our rest. We will not be consoled here. We will walk here, and so on and so forth. Because it is polluted. Truly, food is polluted, spiritually polluted, LGBTQ, all this mess. The schools are polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. Nuclear missiles, that is a sword destruction. Getting laser beamed by Yahweh Shai when he comes back with all the holy angels. when he comes back to destroy America, that's a sore destruction. On that note, Shalom. Ka halal Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Rakakwadash Barak the Yahweh Barak the Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yo Bashem Yoshai will. This lesson teaching was edifying to the elect, which are the remnant, the little flock, the sheep of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai hammered in the point. Simon son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Feed my sheep. 3 different times. Feed my sheep, feed my lambs, and feed my sheep. That got hammered in those points. And truly, boy, feed the sheep with what? Green pastures. Green pastures is 100% true, pursuant to Psalm, the 23rd chapter. Shalom.